Howdy from the farm in Minnesota.
Howdy from Minnesota.
Well, wait a minute. That's my shtick.
What?
Howdy. Say, you might remember these guys. Here, I'll show you something here. Look, guess what?
Yeah,
What?
That's Aaron. That's Chris, right?
Yep.
Guess what they're doing?
We're crossing.
Look who we found, or who found us, I guess.
Yeah, how about that? Remember that? You remember that from last September? So it's Aaron and Chris. When I met them in September in Nevada, they were just a few hundred miles from ending their walk across America. Started in Delaware, finished in San Francisco. So if you want it, is your stuff still up?
Yeah, it is on Minnesota Crossers on Facebook.
So go to Facebook, go to Minnesota Crossers. You'll see their stuff. And if you want to listen to them give a talk, come on over to Bloomington, Minnesota, wherever the next talk is, and you're going to see them, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. Down on the Minnesota farm. We're up on the Minnesota farm. Thank you very much, Chris and Aaron, for letting me stay here. I was here for a few days. I don't expect to be here a couple days or so. So, nice little place. 13 acres carved out in a bunch of corn and soybean fields. Take a look at that. Corn is ready to go. So, I guess that's my hint to let the corn get harvested and I'll move along. That new Ulm looked like a cute little town, huh? Here's a nighttime picture of it. And then last night, where'd I stay? Well, of course, at a rest stop, along with all my friends. So let's continue on. We're heading into South Dakota today. Here's the Minnesota-Iowa border, just past it a quarter mile back. But something interesting about the border between Minnesota and Iowa. I'll show you a picture here real quick. When Iowa was voting to become a state, in their state constitutional convention, they proposed that the border between Iowa and what would become Minnesota would be further north. Here, I'll show it to you now. So there was Iowa territory and there was Wisconsin territory. And Iowa wanted their border to be farther north, but Congress at that time was, when they were admitting states to the Union, they were admitting one free state and one slave state. And so in order to be able to do that, Congress decided that they would make a couple extra states out of the two territories. So they, in order to do that, they moved the Iowa border down to where it is, as we know it today, and made Minnesota the state that it is, and then in Wisconsin, they carved it out there, and I think North Dakota and South Dakota came into play at that time as well. So that's how the state of Iowa got to be its size that it is, and the state of Minnesota got to be the size that it is. So just think about that. Minneapolis and St. Paul perhaps would not have been in Minneapolis, would not have been in Minnesota. What do you know? So welcome to Iowa. And guess what? Hawkeye Point is right here after we enter Iowa. You know what Hawkeye Point is? Well, it's the highest point in Iowa. Let's take a look. Yes, indeed. Here it is. What do you know? Hawkeye Point. There we are. And what's the altitude or elevation? 1,670 feet. Interesting little thing they got going on here. Look at this. Got the mileage to all the different places. Wisconsin, Oregon, Maryland, Wyoming, Idaho, Nevada, Montana, Minnesota, Colorado, North Carolina, Alabama. Got them all. And of course, it's surrounded by cornfields. And take a look at this. A grain silo. And then it looks like there's a little historical thing over here. Let's go take a look. Oh, basically just the inside of a barn. A little bit of information about farm implements and people that have been here. Huh. So the highest point in Iowa has all this neat stuff. What do you know? So if you ever get here, it's on Iowa State Road 60, State Highway 60, which is also Minnesota 60 when it gets there, so they don't change numbers. And of all the, hey, remember when we looked at Michigan, and the highest point there was basically a bench and a table. Well, that was a nice and unexpected little stop. Now onwards to Iowa Highway 60 on the way to South Dakota. Alright, I'm coming down this dirt road here because my destination right now is Canton, South Dakota, but I'm taking a little detour south of there on this dirt road because depending upon what I want to do this evening, where I want to stay, I'm going to check out this little spot next to the river to see if it's conducive to camping out. So we're south of Canton, South Dakota, coming up to the Sioux River. And just like that, here we are. Let's go take a look. Right here on the Big Sioux River. It's kind of a level spot right there. But let's see what's over here. This is a state game area, so I guess it's okay. There's somebody over there. Little boat ramp. And then what I was scoping out, it's actually on a little, yeah, let's go down here. So this is the Big Sioux River. We're in South Dakota. And on the other side there, I believe, is Iowa. How about that? Slow moving river. Yeah, let's go check out the other spot. Yeah, here's the other spot. Doesn't look too bad. Have to come underneath the train trestle there. And I'll just be parked on a little section. Well, what do you think I should do? Should I come down here tonight and either park in that one spot we first saw, or come down here and squeeze underneath the train trestle and park next to the river? What's your choice? Oh, there's cows over here. Huh. There might be another section over here, but let me know what you think. Up there, down here, or move along somewhere else. I found another spot. I'll show that to you maybe if we come down here. Anyway, I got to get off to Canton, South Dakota, go to church, and then from there, what do you think? Camp out here or go up to Sioux Falls and camp in a Walmart parking lot? I think I'm going to come down this way, but it'll be nice. Well, now that I'm holy, let's go down by the river somewhere just to hang out before we hang out tonight somewhere else. Oh, I think I'll get something neat too. So there's a little wayside rest area up here by the river on the Iowa side. So let's go take a look at it, have a bite to eat, and then figure out the rest of the day. Alright, how's this for a nice quiet little spot? But I should have paid more attention. This dirt here is pretty soft, so hopefully you can get out okay. But anyway, right down by the river. Hey, how about that? I'm in a van down by the river. That's right. You too could be living in a van down by the river. So there's a highway just right up there. Iowa. No, we are in Iowa, but Iowa and South Dakota right over the river here. All right, I just got some stuff at a place called Taco John's. I guess it's a local chain here in South Dakota. I'm gonna eat and see you later. And are you ready to see the world's largest, huh?